The air was thick with tension. March 22, 2025, a day forever etched in hip-hop's history. Memphis, Tennessee, known for its musical legacy, became a crime scene. Gunshots shattered the afternoon calm, leaving behind a trail of blood and unanswered questions. Houston rapper Sauce Walka and his protege Sayso P were caught in the crossfire. Their promising careers hung in the balance. The bustling intersection of 2nd Street and Lieutenant George W. Lee Avenue, usually alive with tourists and locals, transformed into a chaotic scene. Sirens pierced the air as emergency vehicles raced towards the FedExForum. Word spread like wildfire. A shooting, victims down, a life tragically lost. The vibrant energy of the city faded into a somber silence. Whispers turned into shouts as the news broke. Sayso P, a rising star in the hip-hop world, was gone, shot dead in a senseless act of violence. His mentor, Sauce Walka, lay injured, his fate uncertain. The hip-hop community held its breath, grappling with yet another tragedy. The streets had claimed another talented soul. The clock ticked past 2:45 p.m., the sun casting long shadows on the Memphis streets. Sauce Walka and Sayso P, fresh off a successful studio session, were leaving their hotel, the luxurious Westin. Laughter and music spilled from their entourage as they made their way to their waiting vehicle. Unbeknownst to them, a pair of headlights followed their every move. A white sedan, nondescript and blending seamlessly with the afternoon traffic, shadowed the group. Inside, malice simmered. The vehicle pulled up alongside the unsuspecting rappers, shattering the illusion of safety. 3, maybe 5 shots rang out, each one a hammer blow to the heart of the music world. Chaos erupted. People scattered, seeking cover from the sudden violence. Screams pierced the air as Sayso P crumpled to the pavement, his lifeblood staining the concrete. Sauce Walka, hit in the leg, collapsed nearby, his eyes wide with shock and pain. The white sedan, its deadly mission accomplished, sped away into the labyrinthine streets of Memphis, leaving behind a scene of carnage and despair. The attackers vanished into the urban jungle, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a city reeling from the shock. Albert Mundane, the man known to the world as Sauce Walka, was more than just a rapper. He was a self-proclaimed drip god, a trendsetter, and a beacon of hope for Houston's youth. His rise to fame was a testament to his raw talent and unwavering dedication to his craft. From the streets of Houston to the top of the Billboard charts, Sauce Walka's journey was one of resilience and ambition. Sayso P, his young protege, embodied the next generation of Houston hip-hop. His unique style and hard-hitting lyrics resonated with fans across the globe. He was a rising star, his future burning bright with promise. Together, Sauce Walka and Sayso P were a force to be reckoned with, their music a powerful blend of street narratives and infectious beats. Their trip to Memphis was meant to be a celebration of their success, a chance to connect with fans and soak in the city's rich musical heritage. They had spent their days in recording studios laying down tracks that promised to shake the industry to its core. Their social media feeds filled with images of studio sessions and impromptu performances painted a picture of camaraderie and creative energy. Little did anyone know that their journey would be cut short, their dreams shattered by the cold reality of violence. Sauce Walka's past was a tapestry woven with both triumph and tribulation. His rise to fame was not without its shadows. In 2009, a youthful indiscretion, a shooting at a concert, left its mark on his record. He served his time, emerging from the experience with a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life. But the streets, it seemed, had a way of pulling you back in. In 2023, he found himself fleeing from the law, a high-speed chase ending in a violent crash. These brushes with the law, though concerning, did little to diminish his star power. His music, a reflection of his life experiences, resonated with fans who saw in him a reflection of their own struggles. Sadly, Sauce Walka's story was not unique. The annals of hip-hop history are filled with similar tales, stories of artists caught in the crossfire, their lives cut short by the very violence that often permeated their music. The deaths of Mo 3 in 2020 and Takeoff in 2022 served as stark reminders of the dangers that lurked beneath the glitz and glamour of the music industry. These tragedies highlighted a disturbing trend, a seemingly endless cycle of violence that threatened to consume the very soul of hip-hop. Section 5, Aftermath, Recovery, Mourning and Investigations. News of the shooting spread like wildfire. Social media exploded with messages of shock and grief. Fans mourned the loss of Sayso P, a young talent silenced too soon. Meanwhile, Sauce Walka began the long road to recovery. Investigators pieced together the fragments of the afternoon's chaos. The search for the white sedan and its occupants became a top priority. Section 6. The Price of Fame, Hip-Hop's Violent Undercurrent. The tragic events in Memphis cast a harsh spotlight on the often glamorized world of hip-hop. Beneath the surface of diamond-encrusted chains and luxury cars lay a dark undercurrent of violence. For many artists, the line between their art and their reality was blurred, the streets from which they came forever intertwined with their present lives. The thug life persona, often celebrated in lyrics and music videos, had a way of spilling over into reality. Beefs, once confined to diss tracks and social media feuds, escalated into real-life confrontations with deadly consequences. The pursuit of street credibility, a dangerous currency in the world of hip-hop, often came at a steep price. The deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big in the 1990s sent shockwaves through the industry, serving as a stark reminder of the dangers of mixing music with the streets. Yet, despite these tragedies, the cycle of violence continued, claiming the lives of countless artists over the years. The industry, it seemed, was caught in a vicious cycle, perpetuating a culture of violence even as it mourned its victims. Section 7. Unanswered Questions, Searching for Motive. As days turned into nights, the investigation into the shooting of Sauce Walka and Sayso P continued. The Memphis Police Department, working tirelessly to piece together the events of that fateful afternoon, followed every lead, no matter how insignificant it seemed. Yet, despite their best efforts, the motive for the attack remained a mystery. Rumors swirled through the streets and across social media, each one adding another layer of speculation to an already complex case. Some whispered of a possible robbery gone wrong, pointing to the rapper's flashy jewelry and stacks of cash often featured in their music videos. Others speculated that the shooting was a result of a long-standing rivalry, a feud ignited by a disrespectful lyric or a perceived slight. The truth, however, remained elusive. The assailants, their faces hidden from security cameras, had vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a community desperate for answers. The families of Sauce Walka and Sayso P, grappling with their grief, pleaded for anyone with information to come forward, hoping to find some semblance of closure in the face of unimaginable loss. Section 8. A Call for Change, Breaking the Cycle of Violence. The tragic shooting of Sauce Walka and Sayso P served as a painful reminder of the urgent need for change within the hip-hop community. The industry, often accused of glorifying violence and perpetuating negative stereotypes, had a responsibility to address the issue head-on. A call for peace echoed through the streets, urging artists, fans, and industry executives alike to take a stand against the senseless violence. Community leaders, recognizing the influence that hip-hop had on young people, stepped forward, organizing workshops and mentorship programs aimed at providing alternatives to the lure of the streets. They understood that breaking the cycle of violence required more than just words. It demanded action, investment, and a commitment to creating a safer and more equitable society. The time for complacency was over. The hip-hop community, once divided by regional rivalries and personal feuds, had a unique opportunity to unite and become a force for positive change. By using their platforms to promote peace, unity, and social justice, they could honor the legacies of those lost to violence and inspire future generations to choose a different path. The fight for peace would be long and arduous, but it was a fight worth fighting, a fight for the very soul of hip-hop.